What a film. All of Us Strangers. It's a new film by Andrew Hagen, stars Paul Mescal, Andrew Scott, Charlie Foy, and Jamie Bell. Like, going into this, I knew it was gonna be good. And I was not disappointed. Like, alright, where do we start? Okay, the acting. All the acting in here is just flawless. Like, just such, like, nuance and just, like, nothing feels phoned in with these performances. Like, Andrew Scott as Adam is just such a fantastic performance. Like, I just enjoy, like, his whole journey of, like, meeting Harry and talking to his parents and trying to, like, move forward, or eventually accepting to move forward. Like, it's just such a gut-wrenching performance. Paul Mescal is also another great one in here. Basically, like, and both Scott and Mescal are Irish, and you know what, I could just listen to Irish voices all day. Like, it's just like, I'd love to see them do audiobooks. Charlie Foy and Jamie Bell also just do a fantastic job as Adam's parents. And I just love seeing the their happiness when their boy's back home, and their, like, sadness whenever Adam has to move on. Like, this film is just full of just amazing acting. Like, just like Paris, Texas, it's another masterclass of like, just pure emotion. The music in here is also great. It's like, all the songs they picked, like I Want to Set the World on Fire, and that one song that was featured in the trailer, just such great choices. And I love the kind of how they get distorted towards the end. And just like the regular score we hear, it's handled so well. I love it. I also just love the transitions. The editing is just great in All of Us Strangers. Like, seeing the kind of the kind of tilting with like a character's POV, a dolly zoom, and like transitioning from Adam's room to the bar. What this film also just does so well is exploring grief, like, and just being vulnerable. I love that. I love how the actors, like, feel so vulnerable. I love just, like, how well this film tells its story about grief, moving on. It's poetic, it's beautiful. This is, like, just, it's so hard to talk, what else to talk about. It's just, it's already become one of my favorites of last year. And I so hope this one gets a Blu-ray, because I want to own a copy of this. Like, have it in my collection, watch it over again instead of just having to rent it off of a streaming service. Or, like, having to rent it off of somewhere like Apple or Prime. But yeah, this one is just, it's marvelous. It's fantastic. I have no other words. It's just, I just love it so much. And I'm really happy a film like this exists.